You're drifting off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids. WSLP, please baseball.
The Northwoods Baseball Radio Network and KRGT present Sleep Baseball. Tonight, from Pumpkin Center, South Dakota, it's the Pumpkin Center River Rats hosting the Tomah Tigers of Tomah, Wisconsin. And now your host, Wally McCarthy.
Good evening, friends. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. This evening we are with the Tomah Tigers for a bit of barnstorming as the Pumpkin Center River Rats host an exhibition contest here in extreme southeastern South Dakota. And we're in the confines of the Pumpkin Patch, as they call it, also known as Pumpkin Center Memorial Field. Tigers owner Harry Fukuda is a big fan of these far-afield exhibition games. He's been taking the Tigers on the road since the late 1960s. And we're simulcasting tonight's contest on WSLP's sister station, KRGT. You can visit them at rockgardentour.com. It is a perfect night for a ball game. 72 degrees at game time with a light breeze blowing in from left center. Let's take a look at the starting nine for the visiting Tomah Tigers. Leading off, center fielder Schmitty Diaz. Batting second and playing right field, Bruford Kaczynski. Bert Sessions will bat third, playing third base. First baseman Ernesto Stern will be in the cleanup spot this evening. Vaughn Kramer will bat fifth, playing second base. Left fielder Prudence Jefferson will bat sixth. Batting seventh, catcher Clifton Santiago. Batting eighth, right-handed starting pitcher Giorgio Mullins. And batting ninth, shortstop Sharky Bush. The Tomah Tigers are managed by Yuki Fukuda. Those are the Tigers. Here are the Pumpkin Center River Rats. Teddy Flowerman will lead off at shortstop. Batting second and playing second base, switch hitter Badger Martinez. Oil Can Hurlburt will bat third, playing first base. Right fielder Tommy McGill will bat in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth, left fielder Moonglow Knutson. Catcher Jimmy the Godfather Groth will bat sixth. Batting seventh, center fielder Eduardo Olson. Third baseman Jackie Lozano will bat eighth. And batting ninth, left-handed starting pitcher Philip Jeffries. And the Pumpkin Center River Rats are managed by Roadrunner Letwan, who is also apparently able to pinch run if needed. And a special thanks to our gracious hosts from KRGT. And a reminder to pay us a visit at sleepbaseball.com. And Crew Chief Dave Walder has signaled that it's time to play ball. So this exhibition contest is underway here at Pumpkin Center Memorial Field. And Schmitty Diaz will step in against Philip Jeffries. Lefty against lefty. And Jeffries' pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike one. And the 0-1. Bender runs inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike 2. And the 1-2 pitch. Slider misses downstairs. 2-2. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Diaz is down on strikes for out number 1. And Bruford Kosinski will step in. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Another fastball downstairs. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. And that curveball misses outside. And Jeffries falls behind. 3-0. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. Kosinski taking all the way on that pitch. And the 3-1. slider misses wide for ball 4. And that's a one-out walk for Bruford Kaczynski. One on, one out for Bert Sessions. Sessions, a switch hitter who will bat right against Jeffries. And Jeffries' pitch. Hit in the air to deep left field. And that one is going to sail over the wall and out onto the prairie. And the Tigers take an early 2-0 lead here in the top of the first. And Ernesto Stern will step in. One away, bases cleared. And the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. Another fastball paints the corner for a called strike. 0-2. The 0-2. Slider downstairs. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Hard grounder to short. Flowerman scoops it up and fires to first to retire Stern for out number 2. And Vaughn Kramer will step in. 2 outs, top of the first. Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. And that one is hit into the gap in left center. And Kramer is aboard with a 2-out single. Runner on first. 2 down for Prudence Jefferson. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hit into shallow right. And that one will drop in for a base hit for Jefferson. And Kramer advances safely to third. Runners on the corners now. 2 outs, top of the first. Tigers leading 1-0. And Clifton Santiago will step in. And the pitch. Breaking ball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Grounder to first. Hurlburt will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to end the inning. But the Tigers are on the board here in the top of the first, thanks to a 2-run blast by Bert Sessions. The River Rats will bat in the bottom half in a moment, here on KRGT and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey there, it's Dana Dedrick, and I'm thrilled to bring you Love Notes, where we blend the best of smooth jazz and relationship advice to create a cozy, late-night listening experience. Finding love and keeping it doesn't have to be so mysterious. Tune in weeknights at 10 p.m. to unwind with some mellow melodies and get tips on how to build and maintain healthy relationships. Love Notes, weeknights at 10 p.m. on WSLP, Big Rapids.
And welcome back with us here from Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Producer Phil and I are on the road with the Tomah Tigers for an exhibition contest here at the Pumpkin Patch. And a special thanks to our sister station, KRGT. The Tigers lead 2-0 as we enter the bottom of the first. And Teddy Flowerman will lead off for the River Rats against Tigers starter Giorgio Mullins. Mullins is a big right-hander who is known for a blazing four-seam fastball. And he'll occasionally keep hitters guessing with a change of speed. And Mullins delivers. Fastball misses downstairs. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hammered foul down the first base line. 1-1. The 1-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. High fly ball, center field. Routine play for Diaz. And he makes the catch for out number 1. Base is empty. 1 away for Badger Martinez. Martinez is a switch hitter, and he'll bat left against Mullins. And Mullins kicks and delivers. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Splitter called a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball misses down and away. 1-2. And the 1-2. Ground ball to second. Kramer is there, and he flips to first to retire Martinez for out number 2. And Oil Can Hurlburt steps in with 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the first. Tigers leading 2-0. And Mullins' pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Hurlburt strikes out to end the inning. Giorgio Mullins sets them down in order here in the bottom of the first. And with 1 in the books, it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with the second inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the second inning from Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. The Tigers leading 2-0, and Giorgio Mullins will step in against Philip Jeffries. Yuki Fukuda has Mullins in the 8th spot this evening. And the pitch. Fastball called strike 1. And the 0-1. And that fastball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball called a strike. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a looping curveball. And Mullins is down on strikes for out number 1. Bases empty. 1 away for Sharky Bush. Tigers leading 2-0, top of the second. And the pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Curveball called a strike. 2-1. And the 2-1. High fly ball, center field. Olsen will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And Schmitty Diaz will step in at the top of the Tigers' order with 2 outs and the bases empty. Diaz struck out in the first inning. Top of the second, Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball called a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball downstairs, 1-2. And the 1-2. Hard grounder up the middle. And that one is past a diving Martinez. And that's a 2-out single for Schmitty Diaz. And that will bring up Bruford Kosinski with 2 outs and a man on. Kosinski had a base hit in the first inning. And Jeffrey's pitch. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball caught on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled, backing out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Hit in the air to shallow left center. And that one falls into the gap for a base hit. And that's a 2-out single for Bruford Kaczynski. So the Tigers have runners on first and second with 2 outs as Bert Sessions steps in. Sessions responsible for all of the runs on the board so far in this game, thanks to his 2-run homer in the first inning. Bottom of the second, Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses low. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball just outside. 2-1. And the 2-1. Hammered, fouled on the third base line. 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low curve. And Sessions strikes out to end the inning. The Tigers strand a pair here in the top of the second. And it remains Tomah 2, Pumpkin Center nothing. We'll be back with more baseball in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Tim at Baraboo Necessities. Where can you go in Baraboo to find everything you need? That's Baraboo Necessities on Berkeley Boulevard. The first 10 customers that come to our grand reopening get a Baraboo Bombers baseball cap. Baraboo Necessities, we've got what you need.
And welcome back with us on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. And a special hello to our friends listening in on KRGT. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting. The Tigers lead the River Rats 2-0 as we enter the bottom of the second. And Tommy McGill will step in against Giorgio Mullins. Righty against righty. And the pitch to McGill. Chopped foul down the third base line. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer back to the mound. Mullins scoops it up and fires to first to retire McGill for out number 1. And that will bring up Moonglow Knutson with 1 away and the bases empty. Bottom of the second, Tigers leading 2-0. And Mullins' pitch. Looping fly ball to left. A routine play for Jefferson. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 down for Jimmy the Godfather Growth. And the pitch. Breaking ball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball paints the corner for a called strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fastball cut on and missed. Count even at 2-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. And Growth strikes out to end the inning. And that's another 1-2-3 inning for Giorgio Mullins. And with 2 in the books, it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with the third inning here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10 3 AV. specializing in Betamax and Multivision DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10.3 AV.
Top of the third here in Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from the Pumpkin Patch. And Ernesto Stern will step in for the Tigers against Philip Jeffries. Tigers leading 2-0. And Jeffries delivers. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball low and in. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And he smacks that one foul of first. 1-2. And the 1-2. Dribbler to first. Hurlburt will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Stern for out number 1. And that will bring Vaughn Kramer to the plate with 1 away and the bases empty. Kramer had a base hit in the first inning. Tigers leading 2-0, top of the third. And the pitch. Fastball runs outside, 1-0. And the 1-0 to Kramer. Curveball misses low. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 2-1. The 2-1. Curveball misses high, and Jeffries falls behind 3-1. And the pitch. And he fouls that one back and into the stands. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Hard grounder up the middle. And that one will get through the infield for a base hit. And Kramer is aboard with a 1-out single here in the third. And Prudence Jefferson will step in. Runner on first, 1 away. Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Lined into right field. McGill drifting back. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Runner on first, 2 down for Clifton Santiago, who grounded out in the first inning. And the pitch. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball called a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Flared into shallow left, and that one will drop in for a base hit. And the Tigers have runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the third. And that will bring Giorgio Mullins to the plate. Mullins struck out in the first. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low slider, and Mullins strikes out to end the inning. The Tigers strand a pair here in the top of the third, and it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network and KRGT.
This is Salty Sal of Salt City Confections. In addition to our world-famous popcorn balls, try our bonbons, rock candy, and nut-covered sweetmeats. We're located on the Manistee River Walk next to the world's largest cupcake. Salt City Confections, your confection connection.
And welcome back with us here in Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. And we're simulcasting tonight's game on our sister station, KRGT. The Tomah Tigers lead the Pumpkin Center River Rats 2-0 as we begin the bottom of the third. And Eduardo Olson will come to the plate for Pumpkin Center against Giorgio Mullins. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball called a strike. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. And that curveball misses downstairs. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low slider. And Olson is down on strikes. Base is empty. One down for Jackie Lozano. Bottom of the third. Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hard grounder to second. And Kramer will not get a handle on that ball. And Olson will be safe at first. And that's going to be an error on second baseman Vaughn Kramer. Score that one E4. Runner on first. One away for Philip Jeffries in the pitcher's spot. Tigers leading 2-0, bottom of the third. And the pitch. Fastball misses low and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. And Jeffries shows a bunt. And that one is bunted foul, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball downstairs, 2-1. And the 2-1. blazing fastball called strike 2. The 2-2 pitch. Bunted back to the mound. Mullins will have it and toss to first to retire Jeffries. But he moves the runner up as Lozano ends up on second base. And Teddy Flowerman will step in at the top of the Pumpkin Center order with 2 outs and a runner on second. Tigers leading 2-0, bottom of the third. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And now the 0-1. Fisted, foul, and out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball high and outside. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. And Flowerman strikes out to end the inning. The River Rats strand a man on second, and they do not score. And with 3 in the books, it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with the 4th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
It's the top of the 4th inning here in Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. The Tomah Tigers lead the River Rats 2-0 as Sharky Bush steps in at the bottom of the order against Philip Jeffries. And Jeffries' pitch. Curveball downstairs. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. hit in the air to deep left. Knutson will have room, and he makes the catch for out number 1. And Schmitty Diaz will step in at the top of the Tigers order. Diaz 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a base hit. Base is empty, 1 down, top of the 4th. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play, 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses outside, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-2. The 1-2. Curveball misses way outside. 2-2. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss on a low fastball. And Diaz is down on strikes. Two down, base is empty for Bruford Kaczynski. Kaczynski is 2 for 2 with a couple of singles. Top of the 4th, Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1. Slider misses low. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fouled back and out of play. 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Kaczynski strikes out to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Philip Jeffries here in the top of the 4th. And it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Gent Fredner, Mayor of Big Rapids. I'd like to invite you to tune in to the Quid Cities Celebrity Golf Invitational, or even better, join us in person. Guests include Galvin McLeod Jr., Blinky Malone, Fritz Ortega. Oh, and did I mention Beans Captain Bender Sorensen? Join me, Jet Fredner, Quid City Celebrity Golf Invitational, only on WSLP.
And welcome back with us from Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. The Tigers lead the River Rats 2-0 as we begin the bottom of the fourth. And Badger Martinez will step in against Giorgio Mullins. Martinez grounded out in the first inning. And the pitch. Curveball called strike one. And now the 0-1. Fastball high and outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2. Grounder to first. Stern will have it unassisted, and he steps on the bag to retire Martinez. And Oil Can Hurlburt will step in with one away and the base is empty. Tigers leading 2-0, bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Line to center field. Diaz will have room, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And that will bring up Tommy McGill with 2 down and the base is empty. McGill grounded out in the second inning. And the pitch. Curveball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses just outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball low and outside. 2-1. And the 2-1. Fastball called a strike. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a looping curveball, and McGill strikes out to end the inning. And Giorgio Mullen sets them down in order here in the bottom of the fourth. And it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with the fifth inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is Ed Uncle Hat, and I'm here to talk to you about Ed Warren's House of Sleep. Ed and his wife Beatrice are going to have a big sale over there at the House of Sleep, the biggest one they've ever had. The bull barn's full to the rafters again, and they need your help clearing out a room, making space for new inventory. Special guest Raleigh Bozeman III, the Northwoods baseball radio organist, is going to be there. And Newman, the dancing bear, will be there too. So bring your kids. Remember, you don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Warren's House of Sleep. Ed Warren.
Top of the fifth inning here in Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. And we welcome our friends listening on KRGT this evening. The Tigers lead the River Rats 2-0 as Bert Sessions steps in against Philip Jeffries. Sessions had a 2-run homer in the first inning. And the pitch. Fastball runs outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Grounder to second. Martinez is there, and he fires to first to retire Sessions for out number 1. Base is empty, 1 away for Ernesto Stern, who is 0 for 2 this evening. Top of the fifth, Tigers leading 2-0. And Jeffries kicks and delivers. Fly ball deep left center. Knutson racing after it. And he makes the catch on the warning track for out number 2. Base is empty. 2 down for Vaughn Kramer. Kramer is 2 for 2 with a couple of base hits this evening. And the pitch. Curveball high and outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Fastball misses low. 2-0. And the 2-0 pitch. And that one is hit sharply down the third base line. That's a fair ball. And that one will roll all the way to the corner. Kramer heading for second. And he's in standing up with a 2-out double here in the top of the fifth. Runner on second, 2 outs for Prudence Jefferson, who is 1 for 2 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-1. And the 0-1. Breaking ball misses low. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounder to short. Flowerman is there, and he fires to first in time to retire Jefferson to end the inning. And after 4.5, it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hey kids, this is Blink Rederson. I'm here at Ted's Fishing World, and I just want to say they've got some great deals for people that like to fish or wish they could fish. They have reels, and they have lures, and they have bait. RLB, they call it. You can get the RLB special 25% off if you mention my name, Blink Rederson. Ted's Fishing World. If fishing's in your head, trust Ted. Ted.
And welcome back with us from the Pumpkin Patch here in Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. The Tigers hold on to a 2-0 lead as we begin the bottom of the fifth. And Moonglow Knutson will step in against Giorgio Mullins. Meanwhile, the River Rats are still looking for their first hit. And Mullins kicks and delivers. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses high. 1-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses high. 1-1. The 1-1. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a low curve, and Knutson strikes out for out number 1. Bases empty, 1 away for Jimmy the Godfather Growth, who struck out in the 2nd inning. Bottom of the 5th, Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Fastball down and in. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Popped up shallow center. Kramer is camped under it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Base is empty, 2 down for Eduardo Olson, who struck out in the 3rd inning. And Mullins' pitch. Slider in the dirt. 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball low and in. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball downstairs, and Mullins falls behind 3-0. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 3-1. And the 3-1. Fastball cut on and missed, and the count runs full. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a low breaking ball. And Olson strikes out to end the inning. Another 1-2-3 inning for Giorgio Mullins here in the bottom of the fifth. And it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with the sixth inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the sixth inning here in Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. The Tigers leading 2-0, and Clifton Santiago will step in against Philip Jeffries. Santiago is 1 for 2 with a base hit in the third inning. And Jeffries' pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Olson will have room. And he makes the catch for out number 1. And that will bring up Giorgio Mullins with 1 away and the bases empty. Mullins with a pair of strikeouts this evening. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball outside. 2-0. And the 2-0. And he takes a wild rip on a high heater. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 2-2. And the 2-2. Fastball cut on and missed. And Mullins is down on strikes for the third time this evening. And Sharky Bush steps in with 2 outs, bases empty. Top of the sixth, Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fly ball, shallow center. Olson running in. And he makes the catch to end the inning. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Philip Jeffries here in the top of the 6th. And it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. This is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP. I would like to cordially invite you to WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax. Look for the large circus tent and the clowns making balloon sculptures. Balloons provided by Mr. King's Party Goods. There will be hot dogs and chips and snow cones and cotton candy, blue and pink flavors. Please join me, Winston T. Winston, Wally McCarthy, and Blink Redderson, and other special guests to be announced at WSLP Circus Days at the Carpetland parking lot on Colfax this weekend. Thank you.
Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. And a warm welcome to everyone tuning in on our sister station, KRGT. The Tigers lead the River Rats 2-0 as we begin the bottom of the 6th. And Jackie Lozano is due up against Giorgio Mullins. Lozano reached on an error in the 3rd inning. And Mullins delivers. Swing and a foul back. 0-1. And the 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Lined into left field. Jefferson is after it, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Base is empty, 1 down for Philip Jeffries in the pitcher's spot. Jeffries had a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning. And the pitch. One hopper back to the mound. Mullins has it and tosses over to first to retire Jeffries for out number 2. And that will bring up Teddy Flowerman at the top of the Pumpkin Center order. Flowerman 0 for 2 this evening. Bases empty, 2 outs. Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Breaking ball runs inside, 1-0. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses low, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Outside curve, and Mullins falls behind, 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch. Another curveball outside, and Flowerman draws a 2-out walk here in the 6th. And that's only the second base runner the River Rats have had this evening. Runner on first, 2 down for Badger Martinez. Martinez will bat left against Mullins. And the pitch. Breaking ball paints the corner for a called strike 1. And the 0-1. Fly ball left field. Jefferson will have room. And he makes the catch to end the inning. And with 6 in the books, it remains Tomah 2, Pumpkin Center 0. We'll be back with the 7th inning in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
This is the Reverend Ira Gay for the Buckstop Inn Community Theater. I hope you'll join me for their production of Our Town. The Buckstop Inn Community Theater. Making things happen.
It's the top of the 7th here at the Pumpkin Patch. Tigers leading 2-0. And Schmitty Diaz will step in for the Tigers against Philip Jeffries. Lefty against lefty. And the pitch. Fastball misses downstairs. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Hard hit ball down the third base line. That one is fair and will get past a diving Lozano. Diaz hustling for second. And he will cruise into second, standing up. And that's a leadoff double for Schmitty Diaz here in the top of the seventh. And Bruford Kosinski will step in with a runner on second, nobody out. Tigers leading 2-0, top of the seventh. And the pitch. Fastball outside, 1-0. And the 1-0. And that off-speed pitch grazes Kosinski's shoulder. He got hit by the pitch, and he'll trot down to first. Runners on first and second now, nobody out for Bert Sessions. Sessions had a 2-run homer in the first inning. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider in the dirt. And Sessions is down on strikes. Runners on first and second, one away for Ernesto Stern, who is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball misses high. 1-0. And the 1-0. Off-speed pitch misses outside. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Curveball low and outside, and Jeffries falls behind 3-0. And the 3-0. And that one is way outside. and Stern draws a walk to load the bases. And River Rats manager Roadrunner Letwan is going to saunter out to the mound. This could be the end of Philip Jeffrey's evening. And now Tigers manager Yuki Fukuda is going to join the meeting on the mound for some reason. I'm not sure what they're discussing out there. And now handshakes all around, perhaps just a show of good sportsmanship. And that's going to be it for Philip Jeffries tonight, and we'll have a new pitcher coming into the game. Philip Jeffries is following Yuki Fukuda back to the Tigers' dugout for some reason. So we'll be back with a relief pitcher for the River Rats in a moment, here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
You're drifting off with WSLP AM, Big Rapids.
And we're back here at the Pumpkin Patch. Right-handed reliever Rex Tanya will enter the game for the River Rats here in the top of the 7th. The Tigers lead 2-0. Bases loaded, 1 out for Vaughn Kramer. Kramer is 3 for 3 this evening. And the pitch to Kramer. Fastball misses outside. 1-0. And the 1-0. Hard grounder to second. Martinez to second for 1, over to first in time to retire Vaughn. And that's an inning-ending 5-4-3 double play. The Tigers load the bases here in the top of the 7th, but they do not score. And as we head into the stretch, it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with more baseball here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
$10 3, AV. Specializing in Betamax and multi-regional DVD. The only such service in the Quint City area. $10 3, AV.
And welcome back with us here on WSLP and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you from Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. There was some confusion in the last inning as River Rats starter Philip Jeffries followed Yuki Fukuda back to the Tigers' dugout after getting pulled from the game. And it turns out that Philip Jeffries has been signed on the spot by Yuki Fukuda, and he is now a member of the Tomah Tigers. Apparently, Fukuda liked what he saw this evening, and Jeffries did have a quality start. He struck out 8 batters through 7 innings and only allowed 2 runs. And believe it or not, he is already suited up for the Tigers, and he'll return to the mound here in the bottom of the 7th. And this is probably the first time I've ever seen the same pitcher take the mound in both halves of an inning. And he'll face Oil Can Hurlburt here in the bottom of the 7th. Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Grounder to first. Stern will have it unassisted. And he steps on the bag to retire Oil Can for out number 1. And that will bring up Tommy McGill with 1 out and nobody on. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball in the dirt. Ball 1. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss at a slider down and in. And McGill is down on strikes. Base is empty. 2 outs for Moonlight Knutson, who is 0 for 2 this evening. Bottom of the 7th, Tigers leading 2-0. And the pitch. Liner to second, speared by Kramer. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Philip Jeffries against his former team here in his Tigers debut. And with 7 in the books, it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with the 8th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Stay up to date with all the shenanigans of the Sleep Baseball universe at sleepbaseball.com. The latest episodes, news from the Quint Cities, and fabulous items from the gift shop. Sign up for Wally's World, our infrequent and mildly entertaining newsletter. Find it all today at sleepbaseball.com.
Top of the 8th inning here in Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. The Tigers leading 2-0 as Prudence Jefferson steps in against Pumpkin Center reliever Rex Tanya. And the pitch. Fly ball right field. Routine play for Martinez. And he snags it for out number 1. Bases empty. 1 away for Clifton Santiago, who is 1 for 3 this evening with a base hit in the 3rd. Top of the 8th, Tigers on top, 2-0. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike, 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball down and in, 1-1. And the 1-1. Fly ball shallow center. And that one will fall into the gap for a base hit. And Santiago is aboard with 1 away here in the 8th. And pinch hitter Charlie Tate will bat in the pitcher spot against Rex Tanya. And the pitch. Hard grounder up the middle. And that one will squeak through the infield for a base hit. Runners on first and second. 1 away for Sharky Bush, who is 0 for 3 this evening. And the pitch. Fastball down and in, 1-0. And the 1-0. Curveball cut on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Curveball called a strike. 1-2. And the 1-2. Fastball misses outside. 2-2. The 2-2. Ground ball to second. Martinez steps on the bag for one. Over to first in time to retire Bush. And that's an inning-ending 5-4-3 double play. And after 7.5, it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello. You know me. This is Ed, Uncle Hat. The good folks over there at Big Tom's Shoe Repair and Gelato asked me to drop by and say a few words for them. Big Tom's been in shoe repairs since he was knee-high to a locust, and his wife, whose name escapes me, has been in the gelato business for several days now. Why don't you stop by over there to Big Tom's Shoe Repair and Gelato and get your shoes repaired? If you're like me, you've put up quite a few miles in on those shoes. Why don't you get a nice cup of pistachio while you're there? And tell Big Tom that Ed Uncle Hat said hi and don't kick him. Thanks for listening.
And welcome back with us here in beautiful Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil back with you. The Tigers lead the River Rats 2-0 as we enter the bottom of the 8th. And Jimmy the Godfather Growth will step in against Tigers reliever Miguel Rockford. Rockford is a sturdy right-hander who mostly relies on his blazing fastball. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball cut on and missed. 0-2. And the 0-2. Fastball called a strike, and Growth is down on strikes. And Eduardo Olson steps in with one away and the base is empty. And the pitch. Hammered foul and into the stands. 0-1. And the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a low breaking ball. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Popped up right field. Kramer is under it. And he makes the catch for out number 2. And that will bring up Jackie Lozano. Base is empty, 2 outs. Tigers leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the 8th. And the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0. And the 1-0. And that fastball is called a strike. 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch. Bouncer to short. Bush scoops it up and fires to first in time to retire Lozano to end the inning. And with 8 in the books, it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with the 9th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Ed Unclehat for Ed Horton's House Asleep. Ed called me up the other day to help get the word out for his going out for business sale. Seems Ed fell asleep at the wheel there, and the pole barn is stacked to the rafters with mattresses, headboards, lamps, and these new gummies they got there behind the counter. They're supposed to help you sleep. I tried one the other day, and I slept like a baby. I woke up every 3 hours. That's an old joke. Actually, I slept for a day and a half, but that's neither here nor there. They don't have essential oils at the moment because of the mishap, but Beatrice is fine. Anyway, come on down to Ed Horton's House Asleep. You don't need to count your sheep if you go to Ed Horton's House Asleep.
Top of the 9th inning here from Pumpkin Center, South Dakota. Wally McCarthy and producer Phil reporting. The Tigers leading 2-0 as Schmitty Diaz will step in at the top of the Tigers order. River Rats reliever Rex Tanya is back on the mound. Diaz is 2 for 4 with a single, a double, and a pair of strikeouts. And the pitch. And he takes outside for ball 1. And the 1-0. Fastball called a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounder to second. Martinez has it and flips to first to retire Diaz for out number 1. And Bruford Kaczynski will step in with 1 away and the bases empty. Tigers leading 2-0, top of the 9th. And the pitch. Curveball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Fastball misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1. Fouled back and out of play. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a high heater. And Kaczynski is down on strikes. Two outs. Bases empty for Bert Sessions. And the pitch. Fouled back and out of play. 0-1. And the 0-1. And he fouls another one off. 0-2. The 0-2. Slider called strike 3, and Sessions strikes out to end the inning. Rex Tanya sets them down in order here in the top of the 9th. And it remains Tigers 2, River Rats nothing. We'll be back with the bottom of the 9th inning in a moment here on the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network.
Hello, this is Winston T. Winston, President of WSLP Radio. I'd like to invite you to the Big Rapids Airport Lounge for a special night of fun and brevity with Frank Gilbert. It's WSLP night on the main stage, and fun is guaranteed for all. The 2-for-1 margaritas go well with the comedy stylings of Frank Gilbert and Fritz Ortega's Super Nachos. I hope to see you at WSLP night at the Big Rapids Airport Lounge. Save a seat for me, Winston T. Winston.
And welcome back with us on WSLP and KRGT. Bottom of the ninth inning here in Pumpkin Center. Tigers leading 2-0. Last chance for the River Rats to get back in this game. And pinch hitter Sylvester Heron will step in against Tigers closer Ben Chadwick. Chadwick is a tall, right-handed fireballer, and he's not afraid to mix in a bender or two. And Chadwick's pitch. Fastball called, strike one. And the 0-1. Fouled, backing out of play. 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Check swing on an outside curve. 1-2. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss on a low fastball. And Heron is down on strikes. And Teddy Flowerman will step in at the top of the Pumpkin Center order. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball downstairs. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Looped into shallow center, and that one will fall in for a base hit. And Flowerman is aboard with a one-out single here in the bottom of the ninth. And that's the first hit of the evening for the River Rats. And that will bring up Badger Martinez. Runner on first, one away. Tigers leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the ninth. And the pitch. Fastball called a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Curveball outside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounder to short. Bush to second for one, over to first in time, and that's an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play to end the ball game. And the Tigers take this exhibition game 2-0. Giorgio Mullins gets the win for the Tigers. Philip Jeffries takes the loss for the River Rats, although he also pitched a scoreless inning in relief for the Tigers after being traded mid-game. For the victorious Tomah Tigers, 2 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. And for the hometown Pumpkin Center River Rats, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. Producer Phil and I will be joining the Tigers over at Norway Center for a post-game potluck hosted by the River Rats. And we'll fill you in on all of that during our next broadcast. From all of us at WSLP, KRGT, and the Northwoods Baseball Radio Network, good night and sweet dreams.